Peace and prosperity, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video I'm going to be breaking down coming off my 40-day fast. So as you know, if you hadn't watched the previous video where I was going in on the knowledge, a lot of energies came through me, really shared the message a lot about some stuff that, it's hard to hear, but the truth is we need to hear it. We need to start applying these changes into our lives to make life just that little bit easier. We owe it to ourselves to become better, more authentic, original beings, just like the Creator intended. Alright? So, after 40 days, I only broke the fast because I was going to this ecstatic dance festival. If you haven't checked out the video about that, you can check that out. But what happened? I actually broke it on the full moon in Capricorn. I went to do this breathwork session and I sat in Victoria Park with a couple of the guys. Just a little link up. It's been a couple of years since we linked up, a couple of the brothers. And I ate a mango. And I thought I'd be disappointed, but this nice shop, East is kind of, flavoursome. Yeah, this shop had a decent mango. I can't lie, the mango was nice. I just ate it with my hands. Unfortunately, I wasn't that present with the mango itself because I was like within the mix of conversation. But yeah, it was decent and it didn't mess up my digestion. It was alright. I guess because I already had gone through consuming the nut milk that it was a different coming off the fast phase. So the usual protocol I had before was consuming juicy fruits. Was consuming juicy fruits for 3 days. And then after 3 days, you introduce like more like dense fruits like bananas, and then you introduce like soft fats, and then another 3 days, then you can have like nuts and stuff like that. But this I knew was completely different because I had already introduced the nut milk and stuff like that. And I can't lie, the last week before I finished the 40 day, I kind of had these moments which again I failed to mention in the other video because I was just on the hype that a lot of stuff was coming up for me emotionally. Like we tend to use food to kind of change our energy, to change our mood, to change our consciousness. And a lot of times at the start of the fast, things were coming up and I really just wanted to eat something to kind of fill up that hole and just change my mind, and I couldn't. But within the last week of the fast, I did cheat and I did technically break the fast. What did I have? I used some of the nut pulp with the nut milk and some dates, and I created a little smoothie, which I keep it real. At first it was nice, and then I made another one and it was this kind of like self-sabotage, horrible thing where it was not nice, and I kind of was just lying here on the sofa just like that. But yeah, it was a bit of self-harm, but I'm not going to be harsh on myself. It was what it was. It wasn't solid, but technically, yeah, I did break the fast, so I already knew that I'd done this, so coming off the fast would have been a lot easier, so it wasn't that much of a shock to my body. I'd done that twice. I think day 39 actually was the second time I'd done it. So what am I here to speak about? So yeah, so that was on a Sunday, which was day 41. I had the mango, and then day 42, I headed to Osho Lila, and I went there, and the food's amazing there, and I actually spent time away from there. By the way, Osho Lila is a spiritual development, personal development centre. It's a little spiritual hub in Dorset in the UK. I lived there at the start of the year and I've been in and out of there all year. That's where a lot of my growth has come from. I learned how to hug, I learned how to dance, I learned how to be with other people. Everything's cool, everything's blessed. I'm feeling good about my life right now, alhamdulillah. We're in Leo season, man. I'm really feeling this flavour. I wish it could be Leo season forever, man. I recognised that last year in Leo season, that's when me and my girlfriend, my ex, were really like getting things together. And man, so much of this kind of romantic, I was even like, all these lyrics were coming through my head, like romantic lyrics like to her, and I thought that was me forever, but I realized that was just Leo season in its full effect. Like that's probably why I'm making these videos. I've made a lot of videos of me dancing recently as well. So yeah, I'm just really taking in this Leo energy at the moment. Virgo season is coming soon. Shout out all the Virgos, I'm the Virgo Prince. So yeah, that's a different kind of energy, maybe getting more practical as the seasons start to close in. So yeah, Osho Lila, the food's beautiful there, but I did have a bit of problem with the addiction. There is a lot of carbs. That's something I've learned. I kept hearing about this keto thing, but see me, I've never I've always just had what I liked. I keep it real. I eat what I love. I eat the stuff that I love, and all of it is good for me. And I've never calorie restricted or counted calories or no, that's carb or protein. I'm attracted to what I'm attracted to, and I eat what I eat. And sometimes I don't eat, sometimes I indulge, and I just do what I love. But yeah, during this 2 weeks when I was at Osho Lila, I was really getting some info about the keto diet, and maybe the issue behind my fluctuations of energy when I was there was because it was a lot of carbs. So yeah, like rice, potato, pasta, all that kind of stuff. By the way, I don't eat gluten. Probably will make a video talking about the gluten conspiracy, but I just thought I'd put that in there just in case people thought, well, I guess that was my own ego that wanted to be, oh yeah, I don't eat gluten. Like I'm better than people when I'm not, but at the same time I'm more informed, and that is my journey. You know, as the Virgo Prince, Virgo is ruled by the digestive system in astrology, so this is my thing. I'm conducting these experiments for myself and also to bring it to the world. So yeah, I learned about this keto diet thing, which is something I'll have to keep an eye out for. I've got to stay away from those carbs a little bit, but generally I do love my fats. I do love my healthy fats, my avocados, nuts, all this kind of stuff. So yeah, the food at Osho Lila is delicious, nice, wholesome vegan food. There is cheese and other stuff if you're into that, and eggs, which a lot of people are. It's actually surprising how many people I've met on the spiritual path that are not vegan, and it doesn't mean, oh, I'm on the spiritual path, I have to be vegan, but for me it's been such a fundamental part of my journey that transformed me, was stepping away from this karmic cycle of consuming dead flesh, because energy cannot be destroyed, it can only be transferred. So when we are taking on the energy from this animal, this dead flesh, we are recycling that energy is now entering us. And let's keep it real, the way that these animals are bred is not wholesome, guys. Come on, I've never watched any of those Netflix documentaries that people talk about. Maybe you should, if this message is touching you right now. Because ignorance is bliss, yes, but it's time that we took care of ourselves and informed ourselves and broke free from these so-called norms in society. Yeah, so let's compassion to all of those who still consume the dead flesh. Whatever works for you, but I'm at a stage where very early on my awakening I stopped all of that, and that was one of the most life-changing things that ever happened to me, and I will never go back to eating the dead flesh. Free the animals. So yeah, what was I doing? I was going to retrieve the salad. I was skipping the queue, getting the salad, nice fresh salad, a little bit of salad dressing, so I was indulging a little bit. And yeah, every day I'd go there, I'd have my little container with my soaked nuts. I started introducing avocado, having a half avocado. So yeah, lunch and dinner would turn up basically in a nutshell for 2 weeks, every day. Big plate of salad, half an avocado, a little container with some olives, and also my nuts. Best believe your boy was overwhelmed. I had so much choice, like from juicing for 40 days or liquid, whatever, to then having this amazing salad. And I've never really been much of a salad man. Yeah, I like salad like when it comes to like ratios of food. But when I was last at Osho Lila, actually when I was in India, I discovered that, you know, living in the ashram with the Hare Krishnas, they don't really eat salad. The Indians don't really eat salad. And I learnt in Ayurveda, it's best not to mix raw food and cooked food. And generally in Ayurveda, they don't really push people towards having raw foods. It's all about cooked foods. Because they say it's not about what you eat, it's about how you digest. So all of the stuff I'm saying really could be nonsense to someone who's in Ayurvedic field, because if you're not digesting it properly, then what's the point? But anyway, this is the journey that I'm on. I was on the raw diet, and yeah, there I was, just having my olives, my avocados, and my nuts. But there's always a but. Yes, everyone's like, wow, everyone's coming to me asking me about diet, about fasting. All this knowledge is coming through me. It was amazing. But what was going on? I was going back to my tent, mainly after dinner, but I started doing it after lunch, and I was indulging like a beast. I was going in, I had medjool dates, I had pecans that were unsoaked, I had a crunch on them, and I was going in. I can't lie, medjool dates and pecans, the combination of dreams. Any date and nut together, but specifically the pecan and the nice caramel sweet. Oh, so indulgent the date is. Nature's true candy. Sweets, they derive all these fake sweets and everything's sweet. You know, dates are the original sweet. If you don't like dates, then you have something seriously wrong. That's a mental illness. Trust me. So, yeah, man, I was going back to my tent and I was binging out. The sensations were going crazy. Boom, date, pecan. Boom, date, pecan. Blueberry. Boom, boom, boom. What? So, I'm a fraud. I keep it real. I'm a bit of a fraud. I wasn't completely raw. What did I have? Dark chocolate. Not even no 90%. I was on the 70% green and blacks chocolate. And I was throwing that in the mix. And though that combination, dates, pecans by itself, but adding a little blueberry in there, adding a little dark chocolate, boom, boom, boom. I'm like that in my cell, in my tent. I'm just like boom, boom, boom. So basically, yeah, man, it was powering me up because I was powerful. I was on the dance floor and I was really, really getting some powerful movements. My energy was stable. But yeah, let's take it back. The first few days, digestion was a bit difficult. I guess all those nuts, I didn't actually start soaking the nuts till a few days in, and I recognized that. I remember being on the dance floor and dancing, I could just feel like this processing that was going on. What did that say, 6 minutes? I don't know if that's my memory card space running out, but let me just wrap this up quick. So yeah, man, look, long story short, the addiction's still there, comfort eating, changing consciousness through food, all that kind of stuff. Since I've left there now, I'm back here. Haven't really been hydrating as much. That's what happens when you eat. You don't really hydrate that much. I noticed I put on weight very quick. Within that 2 weeks, I had put on weight very quick. A lot of the weight came back. My skin wasn't as clear and glowy before. I'm looking back at videos that I made during the fast, and I've never seen myself shining, looking so vibrant and young and healthy. There's a lot of magnetism that was going on with me. I recognize probably because of the fast. But yeah, long story short, haven't been hydrating as much and I've been comfort eating. Really what I'm having now, I've been making a lot of these energy balls, and I've been making this raw vegan sushi, which is basically, so I got the seaweed, and then what I've done, which was completely random, is whatever I had in the fridge, with my little hand blender, which has the food processing attachment, which I will make a video about. I'm putting in avocado, I'm putting in spinach, I'm blending that up first together, actually olive oil in there, salt and pepper, and a bit of apple cider vinegar to give it that little, you know what I'm saying? If they haven't got lime, I was using apple cider vinegar. So I'd blend that up first, so it's a bit of a textured kind of guac. Then I'm putting in spring onions and red onion. I've chopped up a little bit, I'm putting it in there and I'm whizzing that up, not completely, so there's still a bit of texture. I'm now laying that down onto the seaweed, and on top of that, I'm putting a little bit more salt, a little bit of black pepper. I'm putting nutritional yeast as well, and it's funny because I was like, man, a lot of vegans were on the nutritional yeast, and today I actually asked ChatGPT, yo, what is nutritional yeast and is it raw? And I found out it's not raw. But for me, okay, I'm not on a specifically raw diet. I'm just staying away from cooking food myself and just trying to have stuff as natural and as raw as can be. You know, there's no people like, can you have this? Can you have that? It's like, listen, I'm just doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? There's no really rules or guidelines other than honoring yourself. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, informing yourself. I don't know what I'm saying, but look, I put nutritional yeast on there, laid that out, and I'm having that on the side with a few olives or jalapenos. So that's what I've been having. I'm probably going to have some right now. I've actually run out of avocados, so I need to go get some avocados. I will make a video about that. But look, I planned to fast as soon as I came back from Osho Lila on Monday. I guess the addiction was here. I also got invited for a dinner on Wednesday, a little get-together, which was last night? 2 nights ago. And then I got invited for another thing on Saturday. So I'm like, man, maybe it's not time to fast right now. Maybe the energy is calling me to be normal and step out into the world and be with normal people and get along with them. And then I'm going to Medicine Fest next week. So yeah, I am looking to get back on the fast. But who knows what the energies are saying and whether it's time or not, because we are actually governed by what's going on up there. We think that we're in control of our decisions, but there's a time and a place for everything. I'm going to leave it at that because I think that my memory card is telling me it says 3 minutes. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I probably missed out some valuable information. If you're watching this, then I'm sending a lot of love to you right now. Receive that. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.